Hey, it's Steve from Chilcote Forestry and Keller Williams Real Estate. I'm going to tell you what the most important things are to do when you first buy a piece of land. It's not what you think, and it's going to save you a lot of money. So pay attention and hit the like button down in the bottom if you find this interesting or useful. The first thing I suggest after you bought a piece of timberland or recreational property is to get yourself a survey. And when you get your survey, have that line flitched and painted. It's expensive, but it's worth it because that establishes a legal line for you. And if you get in an argument with a neighbor about where your line is, your legal line, since it was done by a registered surveyor, takes precedence over everything. If you get into an argument, you can say, well, you go ahead and get yourself a surveyor, you have a survey done, and get yourself a lawyer, and we'll go to court over it. That usually stops the argument right there because most people don't want to spend that kind of money. So once you have your lines in and flitched on the trees by taking a hatchet and cutting that tree, that creates a scar in a tree that could be there forever. You can just refresh those every 10 years or so and you're good. So that the next time somebody comes through to survey it 100 years from now, they'll still see your flitch marks. So then when you get that done, you put up your poster signs or paint your trees purple and establish your property. Make sure everybody knows it's yours and they're not coming in to hunt, they're not trespassing. Here in Pennsylvania, we have tremendous trespassing problems and issues with people that hunted on the property in the past, and they think that goes on and on forever. So that's important, but that's still not the most important thing. The most important thing is to cruise your timber. Now, you should do that before you even buy the place because you can never take anyone's word for it how much timber is on a property. Always hire your own forester, preferably me, to go in and cruise it, and I'll tell you what it's worth. And I'll give you the right number. Now, what that does for you is it establishes the basis in your timber. You should always separate your timber from the dirt and the buildings in different accounts. Okay? So if you hire a guy to cruise your timber and then you get him to write a forest management plan, that establishes with the IRS that you're an active investor in that land, so that everything you do out there, if you plant trees, you buy a tractor, you improve roads, that's all deductible expenses. Tremendous tax savings when you go to sell timber in the future. If you're an active investor, you get special capital gains treatment. And like I say, you get a lot of deductions. A forest management plan could be written privately, which I prefer. But if you don't want to spend that money, you can apply for a forest management plan through the NRCS, and it gets paid for out of the Farm Bill. Those are EQIP funds, and you can look up EQIP NRCS on the internet and get more information than you can read, actually. So EQIP is a pretty good resource. Funding comes and goes. Sometimes it's a pain, but it does provide you with an avenue to get the government to pay for your forest management planning. And then once you have a plan in place, you can apply for the activities that are in the plan. So I'm a TSP, a technical service provider for NRCS, and I can write you a forest management plan to their specs so that you can get funded. So that's about it for today. If you are looking for some timberland to buy, or if you're getting tired of farming and you want to get rid of your place and you don't really hunt anymore, let me know. I'll list it and we'll get it on the market for you if you're in central Pennsylvania or anywhere within 100 miles of State College, PA. All right, take care, and I'll see you on the next one.